Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So today we are here for a day session on palliative care. So first of all, I want to ask you, can anyone tell what is palliative care? किसी ने सुना है ये word? What is palliative care? What is the meaning of palliative care? Anyone? Raise your hand. Yes, Anmol.
पैलिएटिव केयर होती है ना वो किसी पेशेंट को प्रोवाइड की जाती है ताकि हम उसको प्रोवाइड करते हैं पीसफुल डेथ और वो जो लास्ट स्टेज पे जो केयर दी जाती है उसको हम पैलिएटिव केयर कहते हैं.
Okay, good, very good. So basically, the origin of palliative care can be traced back to the 1960s when Dame Cicely founded the first modern hospice in London. In 1967, Dame Cicely established Christopher's Hospice in London, which became the first modern hospice dedicated to the providing specialized care for the people who are suffering with life-threatening conditions such as cancer. So basically this organization focused on the holistic care, combining medical expertise with psychological, social and spiritual support for the patient and their families. A very warm welcome to everyone present over here. I am Chinmaya, HOD Department of Medical Surgical Nursing. I am honored to welcome all the dignitaries, teachers and also the students who are here who are gathered here today for this session on behalf of Care College of Nursing. It is a true honor for me to able learn from these experienced and knowledgeable persons. Welcome ma'am, welcome team. So basically today India is experiencing some epidemiological transitions from the high burden of infectious diseases to an increasing incidence of chronic life-threatening conditions, with cancer being the third most common cause of morbidity and mortality. The rising incidence in the non-communicable diseases, especially the chronic life-threatening illness and unpreventable infectious diseases, which are need to increase for palliative care in order to ensure symptoms control and good quality of life of the patient and their family well-being. Basically, palliative care is nothing but it is an approach and does not, we can say like it is an approach and does not necessarily mean end of life care. Palliative care को हम end of life care भी बोल सकते हैं जिसमें हम एक patient को जैसा कि अनमोल ने भी बताया कि peaceful death की तरफ लेके जाते हैं और यदि वो patient बहुत ज़्यादा pain से सफर कर रहा है तो हमारा जो basic role होता है वो ये होता है कि उस patient को peaceful death मिले. वो सफर कर रहा है, उसकी लाइफ में बहुत सारे स्ट्रगल हैं, इवन जो उसकी फैमिली है वो भी साथ में सफर कर रही है. एज अ नर्स हमारा एक बहुत बड़ा रोल है इन पैलिएटिव केयर. सो a nurse has a unique role in the multidisciplinary team because of her frequent contact with the family and their family members. The goal of palliative nursing is to improve the quality of life through the relief of suffering, including care of the dying patient and their follower. The nurse plays a key role in the management of palliative care patient. As we know, good communication, nursing skills are essential role in order to deliver optimal care and to improve the quality of life for both patient as well as their family. And this may also helps to meet the needs of the patient. So in today's session, we are going to have a chance to get more knowledge about palliative care and its other components. So now I would like to call Mr. Anil to take one step forward this session and facilitate our keynote speaker, Dr. Samira Ahmed and their team members. Thank you.
Thank you, Rihanna. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. We are gathered here today at the prestigious seminar on palliative care conducted by the renowned Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute and Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Center and Research Institute, New Delhi, and Ganga Prem Hospice, Rishikesh. These esteemed organizations have been at the forefront of providing compassionate care and support to the cancer patients. let me take a moment to introduce our distinguished guest, main speaker, Dr. Savera Ahmed. Dr. Ahmed is a senior physician specializing in palliative care at Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Center and Research Institute. With her extensive knowledge and experience in the field, she has been instrumental in transforming the lives of countless patients and their families. I would like to invite Dr. Ahmed to join us on stage. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Savera. Now I would like to invite our Director Ma'am, Additional Director Chinmaya to come on stage to present Dr. Savera Ahmed a beautiful bouquet as a token of appreciation. For the beautiful occasion and beautiful gesture. Okay. We are honored to have some esteemed guests with us today. I would like to invite Dr. Ranjit Singh, the Chief Medical Officer of Denmark Brain Hospital, is to join us on stage. I would like to invite Nitish Sharma, the Academic Dean of Care College, to come forward with a bouquet of flowers. Thank you, Nitish Sharma, for joining us. We also have several other distinguished guests with us today. I kindly request Dr. Sriyansh Sinha, Dr. Monica Thanara, Mr. Vegan Dev, Ms. Twinkle, Ms. Monica, Mrs. Anchita Nath, Ms. Lalita. Please come forward on stage. Please, all the faculty join with us on stage for a photograph. Thank you, all esteemed guests, for gracing us with your presence. Your support, your contribution to the field of palliative care are truly commendable. Give them a big round of applause.
We'll have a photograph, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you happy today? We have a special treat for you this evening that will surely touch your heart and uplift your spirit. It is an enchanting dance performance that pays homage to the divine. A dance dedicated to God Almighty, recognizing His glory and honor. In this sacred performance, the dancers will gracefully express their devotion through the language of movement and rhythm. It is mesmerizing tribute that captures the essence of spirituality and the profound connection between human soul and the divine. As the dancers take stage, let's immerse ourselves in the astray and allow their graceful moments to transport us to the rhythm where we can reflect on the magnificent reverence to the Lord. With their every step, gesture, expression, the dancers will seek to convey a deep sense of gratitude and reverence towards the divine. Through their fluid movements, synchronized choreography, they will paint a picture of devotion and worship, inviting us to join in the beautiful celebration. As we witness this captivating dance, let's open up our hearts and minds, embracing the spiritual experience that upholds. May it remind us of the divinity resides within each and every one of us and the eternal bond we share with the Supreme. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now I call the dance party on stage. And it is my privilege to present to you the Divine Dance. Please give them a warm round of applause. Very nice performance. They deserve a good applause. As you know that this seminar is actually in collaboration with the two great institutes. One is Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Center and Research Institute plus Ganga Prem Hospice, that is in Rishikesh. So Ganga Prem Hospice located in the serene city of Rishikesh, India. It is a compassionate health care institute that stands as a beacon of hope for cancer patients and their families. Founded by esteemed Dr. A.K. Divan, an eminent oncologist with over 3 decades of dedicated service in the field, Ganga Prem Hospice has become a heaven of comprehensive care for those battling cancer. Nestled in the spiritual heartland of Rishikesh, Ganga Prem Hospice benefits from its tranquil, serene setting, fostering an atmosphere of healing and tranquility. Surrounded by the majestic Himalayan foothills and situated along the sacred Ganges River, the hospice offers a serene sanctuary where patients can find solace and connect their inner strength. I would like to show you a video about Ganga Prem Hospice.
A place for palliative care for cancer patients in India. Ganga Prem Hospice is managed by a dedicated team of trained doctors, nurses, social workers, and allied therapists with one common vision.
Ganga Prem Hospice is actually spiritually oriented philanthropist, non-for-profit organization. Our focus is always providing holistic care to terminally ill cancer patients.
Ganga Prem Hospice की philosophy है that the patient should get palliative care, hospice care with a spiritual aspect woven into it. The spiritual side of a person can be dealt with anywhere, and often it has to be. But there are certain places which are beneficial, which help, so they make the spiritual stronger, and that is the tears, and that is especially the holy places, and especially by
Ganga Prem Hospice is located at the midpoint of Haridwar and Rishikesh, offering calm, healing serenity to combat the gruesome reality of end-stage cancer.
Palliative care is specialized medical care in any life-threatening illness, and the focus is on improving the quality of life. Hospice care is actually an extension of the palliative care.
Hospice is where symptomatic care management happens, where emotional care happens, where a lot of attention is given to the individual.
With a hospice care, you are not hastening death. You are not postponing death. You are giving a good quality of life till the time the person is alive.
We have sometimes destitute patients, and we sometimes have very poor patients. And if they don't have anyone, they have us. They always have their family, which is Ganga Prem. They need to be reached because patients who need palliative care, who need hospice care are everywhere. They are not confined to 3 or 4 or even 10 cities. Medical is a huge part of it, but it's not just that. You know, these people, now what are they going to do? How are they going to get their daughters married? How are the kids going to go to school? You know, what are they going to eat? Now what are we going to do? I have this limb and that limb. So we can't handle money like that. We don't have it. But we can do a lot. We give rations. We help people to maybe get jobs. You know, sometimes we give sewing machines to some lady and teacher has a sew. We've got 15 children in school. And some of them are blind. They would never have had a child. So this is palliative care. The family is also part of palliative care. Not just the patient, but his whole family. Because he needs to die comfortably.
In a Gangapur hospice cancer clinic, they can request for home care or hospice care. Everything is free of charge for patients here, whether it's the nursing care, medicines, everything. One carer of the patient can stay at the hospice, that is also free of charge.
Palliative care movement started in the 1940s in the West, but within India, it's still in its nascent stages. That in itself creates challenges.
Hospice is new to India. People don't always understand the concept of hospice. But what happens at the moment with these 4 stages of cancer, the first stage is sort of curable, the second and third stage are treatable, but the 4th stage is not treatable. People arrive they come to an oncologist in the 4th stage, we can't do anything. There are hundreds of thousands of people in India that die in agony. Palliative care, of course, is for all terminal illnesses. We are specializing in cancer, although we see other patients as well. But the hospitals can't handle them. Even the cancer hospitals, there's no room. They have room for people they can treat. They don't have room for people they can't treat. So what happens to people who are screaming in agony? And what happens to people who are facing death? There's no help. There really is no help. Without palliative care and hospitals, people take them home. They don't know how to manage. There are patients here. They have wounds full of maggots, big stinky maggots. But the people don't know what to do with them at home. They have no idea. It's too painful, too horrific, the last stage of cancer. So palliative care and hospice is needed.
While there may be many problems, but we at Gangapur Hospice aim to be part of the solution.
Our 5 main programs, services at the hospice, of course, are the inpatient and the outpatient clinics and the home care program. But we also have the bereavement and rehabilitation program, which is to rehabilitate families who lost the one that earns money for them. And under this, the education program also comes, where we educate bereaved children. The 5th program that we have is awareness and training. So they're in the whole area, the medical colleges send their nurses and doctors to us to be trained in palliative care, to understand what palliative care is. And this is palliative care training. So this we have volunteers coming, social workers coming, lay people coming. They come to the hospice to see, and we also go to colleges and schools and talk about palliative care, about how it is needed in society, how it's something that is not being covered properly.
As the only hospice in the state of Uttarakhand, it serves patients within a 200-kilometer radius. So it is very important that the services go further.
Our long-term vision is, as Gangapur Hospice in English care, we want in every single town. We started earlier, so we are kind of the first in palliative care. So we have the very lucky position of being able to teach and inspire other people to do this work.
In order to function optimally, the daily requirements need to be met. The hospice runs on medicines and surgical supplies. It requires nutritional support, dry rations, supplements. It needs a good infrastructure, safe computing platforms, so that the databases of patients are accessible during an emergency. There is a huge amount of support that can be provided in kind to Gangapur Hospice.
With charities like ours, there are 2 wings. One wing is the people we're helping, and the one The other wing is the people that we require help from. We are the facilitators in the room. We will do the service, but we need you to support us.
Every single rupee, every penny counts, every hour that you devote working for the hospice, whether it's something that you're doing remotely or whether it's something that you're doing here at the hospice, even when you're just speaking about the hospice to everybody, it's a great thing.
It's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. To learn more about ways in which you can help, do reach out to our Ganga Prem representatives. To know more, log in to www.gangapremhospice.org.
I kind of thought it was going to be sitting by bedside playing a violin or something. It's not like that, it's real. It's real pain, it's real difficulty, and it's not just medical.
Ganga Prem Hospice officials, truly you're doing a wonderful job. It's heart-touching, we are inspired. Really appreciated all the wonderful things that you're doing. Give them one more round of applause. Before we proceed with the main speech, let's take a moment to gain some insight into the remarkable journey of our main speaker, Dr. Savera Ahmed. Please direct your attention to the screen once again for a short video that highlights her exceptional work and dedication to the field of palliative care. Dr. Savera Ahmed is a highly skilled and compassionate physician specializing in palliative care. As a senior physician at Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute and Research Center in New Delhi, she leads Home Care Services Department, providing invaluable support and comfort to patients and their families during challenging times. Dr. Ahmed's dedication to palliative medicine has made her a respected figure in the field, and her commitment to improving the quality of life for those with advanced illness is truly commendable. Dr. Savera Ahmed's journey in medicine began with a deep-rooted desire to make a positive impact on lives of others. Born and raised in New Delhi, she was captivated by the intricacies of the human body and the healing potential of medicine from an early age. She pursued her undergraduate studies in medicine at Lady Hardinge Medical College, New Delhi, a prestigious medical school in India, where she graduated with honors driven by her passion for patient care and a desire to specialize in the field of that focus on improving quality of life. She chose to pursue further education in palliative medicine, specialized in palliative care. Recognizing the immense need for compassionate care for individuals with advanced illness, Dr. Ahmed dedicated her career to the field of palliative medicines. She completed her residency in internal medicine, followed by a fellowship in palliative care at a renowned institution. During her training, she gained a profound understanding of physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of palliative medicine, honoring her skills in pain management, symptom control, and end-of-life care. Upon completing her fellowship, Dr. Savera Ahmed joined Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute and Research Center, one of the leading cancer hospitals in India. Here, she assumed a pivotal role as a senior physician entrusted with overseeing the home care services department, specializing in palliative care. Dr. Ahmed's responsibilities include coordinating and providing comprehensive in-home medical care for patients with advanced illness, allowing them to remain in the comfort and familiarity of their own home while receiving the necessary support, expertise, and approaches. Dr. Ahmed's expertise in palliative medicine is unmatched, and her patients greatly benefit from her extensive knowledge and experience. She employs a holistic approach, recognizing the multidimensional needs of her patients and their families. With her exceptional communication skills and empathetic demeanor, she ensures that patients' concerns are addressed and their pain is managed effectively and their emotional well-being is supported throughout their journey. Dr. Ahmed also works closely with a team of skilled nurses, therapists, and social workers to provide comprehensive care that focus on enhancing the quality of life for patients. Her contributions. Dr. Savera Ahmed's contribution to palliative care extended beyond her clinical experience. She actively participates in medical research, contributing to the advancement of palliative medicine by exploring innovative therapies, pain management techniques, and interventions to improve patients' comfort. Furthermore, she frequently engages in community outreach programs, educating healthcare professionals, caregivers, and public about the importance of palliative care and availability of home care services. Dr. Savera Ahmed's dedication and expertise in palliative medicine have made her a highly respected senior physician at Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute and Research Center. Her compassionate approach and commitment to improving the quality of life for patients facing advanced illness have made a profound impact on countless lives. Dr. Ahmed continued to inspire her colleagues and serve as a role model for aspiring healthcare professionals, leaving an indelible mark on the field of palliative care medicine. Thank you.
What an inspiring journey. Dr. Savera Ahmed's dedication and expertise
Have touched so many lives, and we are fortunate to have her here with us today. Without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Savera Ahmed to the stage to deliver her enlightening speech on palliative care. Please give her another round of applause.
I have got goosebumps seeing my introduction because it is much, much, much more than I'm doing. This is actually not me. they introduced me to I don't know which version of mine. I don't know. Thank you so much for that. Maybe I can do more justice to my branch of palliative medicine. So this is Dame Cecily, Madam Dame Cecily Saunders. You must have heard her name. Just now it was mentioned by one of your faculty members. Before that, yes, I want to thank the management and the faculty and the person who made this video for me. Can I have it please? Later on. Thank you. And for giving me this opportunity to come here and talk about the much, much important topic, palliative care. So this is Madam Dame Cecily Saunders, who is considered the founder of palliative medicine. She is the person who founded first hospice in the world, that is St. Christopher's Hospice in London in 1967. So in India, we have limited number of hospices. I will talk about it later stage. So next slide please. So what is palliative care? As someone here had mentioned earlier also, so he rightly mentioned, but I will add to that, to palliate means to lessen the severity of pain. Pain is one of the symptoms. There are other symptoms also of any disease which is actually debilitating and maybe at a stage is incurable, and reducing the effectiveness of or the suffering of the impact of disease on the patient. So caring when cure is not possible is one aspect of palliative care. What all is palliative care, more is palliative, I will tell you in my later slide. So main focus is on relieving suffering of patients with incurable diseases and supporting them through difficult times. Next slide. Next slide. So what are the attributes, qualities of a person, palliative care person who imparts palliative care? So there are three things: head, hands and heart. What is head? The knowledge which you have gained while studying. I mean, whichever branch you are in, you have done A&M, your BSc nursing or MSc or for that matter doctors. So anybody who is in healthcare should have all these qualities in healthcare as such. But in palliative care, a very important aspect is your heart, attitude. Attitude towards the patients, towards your duties. So what is an attitude? Attitude is the way you conduct yourself, the way you conduct your work. Okay? There is one nurse who comes for duty, a doctor who comes for duty, does his work very well to the best of his capacity, and then leaves when the time comes. Okay? So that is one. This is also working nicely. And there is another one who touches the patient, not only physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually. Okay? So that aspect is required in palliative care. So I have written compassion is the mainstay. Compassion, compassion, compassion. So lot and lots of compassion is required, especially for palliative care. Although it is required in healthcare as such in all the aspects of medicine, but in palliative care it is much more required, the compassion. What is compassion? Can anyone tell me compassion? What do we understand? We talk a lot about compassionate care, compassion. What is it? Can anyone tell? Compassion? Yeah, please, yeah. Yes, one aspect. Compassion, word compassion, dictionary meaning you can tell me. Compassion is feeling for the other person's suffering and trying to help. You may not be able to help, but feeling and trying to help. Okay? That is compassion. Got it? So compassionate care is the mainstay of palliative care.
what is Madam Dame Cecily Saunders? She envisioned at that time what should be palliative care. She says good quality palliative care in the care which I would be happy to have given to a member of my own family when the time comes. Not only here she had meant death, but any time of disease, any time there will be illness, okay? And if I require that, so that is actually good quality care. Next slide. So what is different about palliative care? Different from the other healthcare. Okay. So as the saying goes, good doctors nurses treat the disease, and great doctor nurses will treat the person, the individual as a whole. So it is a holistic approach where care, and compassion, everything comes in place. Okay. So the palliative care, it addresses all aspects of suffering. All aspects of suffering means psychological, physical, spiritual, social, okay? Symptom control, other problems. There could be the family issues also. So that is the requirement of palliative care. This focuses on quality of life as well as quality of death. We have a taboo talking about death. We all say, अरे death की बात, मरने की बात मत करो. Don't say, नहीं. कोई कहेगा, अरे मैं मर गया, ऐसे मत बोलो. अभी recently, one of my terminal patients, she was not eating properly. So patient's family told me, she keeps saying, मुझे मरने दो, and the doctor started crying, saying that. So I told them death is inevitable. Everyone has to die. So what is wrong in talking about death? We should talk about death. We should prepare for death. That doesn't mean we are wishing for death. You know it's a reality. And it is the only certainty. Nothing else is certain in life. Death is a certainty. So a good death, a quality death is actually a right of everyone. Right? So next slide please. So it involves family and caregivers also. They should know what are they supposed to do once the family is facing that kind of a situation where the caregivability is now not possible. So why palliative care services? As before my presentation, somebody was talking about how many patients are there who are becoming the third cause of cancer, death. The cancer is third cause of death. So that means there are so many patients of cancer. Okay, so more than 1.5 million new cancer patients are coming per year in India only. We are talking only about India here. Over 70% in advanced stage and most of them in pain. 4 million need palliative care and less than 1% of them have access to palliative care. So palliative care has a long way to go. More and more courses now that some courses are coming, even MD palliative care has come up. But palliative care nursing I think should also be added as an MSc. Although there are diplomas, there are other small courses being done by many institutes in palliative care for ANM, for nursing and for doctors and even for caregivers and families also. Volunteers also. So next slide please. Next slide please. Palliative care models are there, different models. So which kind of treatment is there? Like in hospitals, pain and symptom management is there. Home care units are run by many hospitals, like we have a home care unit in Rajiv Gandhi also. NGOs are also doing it. Daycare center agents are there as NGOs. Hospice care agents, like we have just seen Durga Prem Hospice is there. Community-based models are there. Neighborhood network of palliative care, like we involve the community to help the patient who needs palliative care. Next slide. So approaches to palliative care. Like just now we had spoken, somebody gave definition of palliative care as the end of life care. So actually palliative care is not end of life care. As you can see here, the traditional approach was first the curative treatment was given and then at one point curative treatment is over. Now palliative care will take over. But the modern approach is palliative care should be added at the time of diagnosis itself. But like you can see here in this slide, palliative potentially curative, and then you can see supportive and palliative care has started at the starting only. As the patient goes, it can happen, it can go into two ways, like the outcome can be any. Patient can improve, he will come for follow-up, but patient can also, lead to the other side, which we call as, terminal stage. So once the terminal stage is there, now the palliative and supportive care is much more required. And that goes beyond the death of the patient, bereavement support. We will talk about bereavement support later on in detail. So ethical principles of palliative care are same as any healthcare. You know all of them. Autonomy. Everybody knows about autonomy. So what is autonomy? 1% please. Autonomy is no, that is the choice already made by somebody. Autonomy is making a choice. Okay? So respecting a person's choice. Choice can be any. Okay? So that is one of the choices one makes. So autonomy is when the person has made that choice. Okay? So everybody has a right to make a choice. That is autonomy. Then comes beneficence, doing good. We have to see what is beneficial for the patient. It may not be to the liking of the patient. So you have to convince the patient this is something has to be done for your good. So that is beneficence. Then comes non-beneficence, means first do no harm. So no harm should be done. That should be the mainstay of healthcare. Doing good is something else, but doing no harm should be the main motive. Whenever you go and practice outside, first do no harm. Okay? Then you will think of all the good things which you can do. Justice, fairness, equality and impartiality in utilization of resources, available resources. What can we do? Something can always be done, as the saying goes. So do small things with great love. This was Mother Teresa had said that. So we can support the family, we can provide information, offer comfort. So here this picture is like it's my team only. We are in a patient's home and providing a hair mattress to the patient to prevent a bed sore. In terminally ill patient, we can see a bed sore. So next slide. So these are the common symptoms which we take care in the palliative care patients. GI symptoms, gastrointestinal symptoms, nausea, vomiting, gastritis, diarrhea, constipation. Respiratory symptoms can be there, cough, dyspnea, respiratory distress also, anxiety, depression, very bad wounds which you saw in the video. You have seen, they are malignant wounds, they don't heal, but we have to keep them, we have to manage them, we have to keep them clean so that they don't get further infected. Sometimes they get like maggots in that. Then bed sore, pain is a very major symptom. Bed sore is a very, very common thing which we should actually prevent. Treating a bed sore is not easy, so it should be prevented. We have a few brochures here we will distribute, so please go through them, that will be very useful for you. Then bleeding is a very big symptom which we come across. Next slide. So talking about pain. Pain has many dimensions. Pain is not only physical, it could be physical, it could be psychological, it could be spiritual. Spiritual, why did God do this to me? Why me? Right? Maybe I have done something wrong, some bad karma. Right? So that is the thinking. Anything happens, anything bad happens, we always think we must have done something bad. Whenever, maybe this birth or maybe the previous one, whatever the thinking of the people. So then financial issues are always there. Cancer treatment is very, very expensive in India, everywhere. So social, you need to work, loss of job, it's a long treatment, so loss of job is also there. Next please. So where it can be given? It can be given at home, like we do. I am a home care physician basically. I don't do much in the hospital. We go to the patient's home and there we manage that. In the hospital and at hospice, as you have seen. So we have to provide palliative care at the place of the choice of the patient, wherever they want it to be. Next please. So palliative home care in RGCIRC, Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute. Since inception, RGCIRC has been having a palliative home care department. The aim was to take the hospital to patients when the latter can no longer benefit from care but still need a lot of care. Objective is to impart holistic care and improve the patient's quality of life with focus on adding life to their days, as we cannot add days to their lives. Next please. So what do we do when we go and meet the family in the home? So we educate the caregiver about patient's diet and general hygiene. We train them how to manage predictable symptoms and events at home. Counsel them to help patient and family cope and reconcile with emotional, psychosocial and at times spiritual issues. And we become the friend of the family. They discuss their family problems also with us. The patient will discuss them separately and the family will also discuss them separately. They will have maybe a conflict. Even amongst the family members there is a conflict going on about many things, and extend the bereavement counseling, which is very, very important part of palliative care. That's it. So these are few visits where we have visited the patients at home. Where the nurses take the vitals of the patient, do the dressing, then we counsel the patient, we counsel the family. Here you can see a PIC line. Have you heard of PIC line? It's actually mostly done in the specialized cancer care centers. So maybe in future you will come to know about PIC line is a IV line, which is a permanent line. It can be kept for a year or so inside. Because patients has to go for chemotherapy periodically, so you can't put cannulas every time. So next slide. So this is Ganga Prem Hospice. This is just a picture. You've seen a big video about it. Hospice care is a type of healthcare that focuses on the palliation of a terminally ill patient's pain and symptoms and attending to their emotional and spiritual needs, as you've seen in the video. But hospice care is between hospital and home care. Hospital you will get a specialized. The palliative care is given in the hospital also, but then it is a specialized care, much more specialized. Maybe when mechanical ventilation is also given, but in hospice these things are not done. People are, it's sort of a give a chance to natural death. Don't interfere when that time comes. So this is the difference. In the hospital you are bound to do many things when you have cardiac arrest or something. In hospice, at home, we don't do all that. So next slide. So this is these two pictures are a comparison. The left picture, right picture is showing the death at home, where the whole family is around the patient. You have a choice. You can call the persons who want to be around it at that time. Then here, a person is lying in the hospital with all the gadgets around him. That ATM machine means the money is being, pushed from this side and that side the patient is getting the oxygen, just going on, postponing death, sort of postponing death. So this is what is happening. And please, previous slide please, previous slide. And please have a look on the expression of the patient. He's like, what is happening, right? So, please, next one. So bereavement support is a core element of palliative care. What do we do in bereavement support? It starts beforehand. When we see the terminally ill patient, it's not only we go and manage the symptoms. We have to prepare the family for that day, right? And how do we do that? We just tell them to develop their strength to manage, to coping strategy. Everybody has different coping strategies. Some people become more religious, more spiritual. Some people will just go into reading books. Any coping strategy. Sometimes when you are caring for the patient, you forget about yourself. You totally forget about. So that is our work. We tell them to think about themselves, to care for themselves. Then only they can care for the person, the sick person. And then we guide them how they can manage that eventual event, right? So it's not that we do something. We only develop their own coping strategy, right? So we just help them facilitate that. Right? So the goal is to enable people to build up their strength and be go for condolence visits. What is condolence? When we go and tell somebody, when we go and share their grief, that is condolence. Bereavement is what a person is feeling. What a person himself herself is feeling, the grief the person is feeling at the loss of loved one. That is bereavement. Okay. But condolence is when the other person is going and sharing their grief. So at that time we go and sit with them, we share that experience which they had while the death was happening. And we encourage that wholeness always. And emotional, and at RGCIRC we send condolence messages and letters also to the patients. Next one. Next slide please. So these are few condolence visits. We go there, we talk to them, and in the end we try to cheer them up. We just don't leave, them crying. So we will distract them so that they feel better when we are leaving. Although the grief will be there for life, we can't do much about that. But we just try to distract them. So we visit them once or twice after the death of the patient. Next slide. So this is, in a nutshell, I have just to take a message, you can say, main dimensions, providing relief from pain and other symptoms, integrating psychological and spiritual aspects of patient care, helping patients to live an active life until death. Till death we keep telling the patient, we don't tell them, you will be fine. But we tell them to remain good, active, as much as they can. Even if the bedridden patient, we tell them keep trying to sit, keep moving your hands, keep well. We keep trying that. Right? Regards dying as normal process because dying matters. It has to be a natural thing, right? Because it has to come. Support system to families, coping and then bereavement. That's it. Next. By giving us the opportunity to talk about their enriching our lives. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Any questions, please? Any questions?
Any questions, doubt, clarification?
Anyone wants to share their experience? Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was really an insightful, informative speech and very touching and emotional also. As a member of the society, community, there are times happen in my life, since you guys couldn't share it. That means there are times when we know that there are some patients who won't come back. But it's a hard decision to prepare them for the next level, it's the death. It's a very hard decision. As man said that it's a taboo, nobody wants to talk. But there are times like people like me go and counsel those people and prepare them for the death. It's very sad, but we all nurses, health practitioners, we deal with both. We try to pull them back, sometimes we have to send them. Okay, both are actually a reality. Okay, but this is really great work. Okay, so I am overwhelmed with thanks. So thank you so much for coming and listening to us and inspiring us. Okay, in future, I hope that some of us will go and take up this as a part of our life, our mission. Okay, so once again, now I would like to invite Dr. Taranjit Singh, Dr. Taranjit Singh, Chief Medical Officer. So please come forward and say a few words about on behalf of Ganga Prayer Hospital.
First of all, let me thank management and let me thank management, the faculty of the Care Nursing College, and thank you to all of the students for doing everything and making this event possible. And I would also like to thank Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute team for delivering a wonderful talk here on the palliative care. So you may have some idea and insight about the palliative care. So a little bit about Ganga Prem Hospice, as you have seen in the video which was being broadcasted earlier. So we do home care services in the cities of Rishikesh, Haridwar and Dehradun, and we do have a inpatient service facility in Raiwala, which you have seen in the video, the building a Ganga Prem Hospice. We mainly need cater the needs of the dying patient, cancer patient, terminally cancer patient. And now we also see first stage, second stage, third stage, or other patients suffering from chronic illnesses at their homes. In Rishikesh, in Haridwar, and in Dehradun, at a time we usually have around 150 patients, and in the hospice it is about 15 bedded intake capacity. So all the services by our organization are free of charge, whether it is a inpatient care, home care services. And I would also like to announce that if if the final year student, if anybody is interested in doing internship as a part of the nursing program, can we, we can look and we can make it possible at the Ganga Prem Hospital. And if possible, we can also provide stipend during that period of internship for the medical students. We would like to give a token of appreciation to the management of the Care Nursing College. Please come on the day, and I also request Dr. Sweya to come and hand over the certificate.
Now we come to the last part of our seminar. That's important, saying thanks. As we bring this insightful seminar on palliative care to close, it is my honor and privilege to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have made this event possible and contributed to its success. As first and foremost, a profound appreciation goes to our esteemed main speaker, Dr. Savera Herman. Your speech today was not only informative but also deeply moving, touching our hearts and enlightening us about the importance of palliative care. Your expertise and dedication are truly inspiring, and we are immensely grateful for your valuable insights. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the officials of Ganga Prem Hospice for their invaluable contribution in organizing this seminar. Your support and commitment have played significant role in bringing together a diverse range of professionals, doctors, nurses, students, faculty, experts, everybody and enthusiasts to discuss and explore the various dimensions of palliative care. A special mention goes to all the team and all the participants, students and faculty who actively participates in the seminar. Your engagement, enthusiasm and thought-provoking contributions have enriched our discussions and made this event a resounding success. Your commitment to learning and sharing knowledge in the field of palliative care is commendable and we applaud your decision, your dedication. Additionally, we would like to extend our gratitude to all the volunteers, technical staff, especially Abhilad sir and Suraj sir, and everyone behind the scene who worked tirelessly to ensure the smooth execution of this seminar. Your hard work, attention to detail and dedication have not gone unnoticed, and we are deeply grateful for your invaluable support. Finally, I would like to express our sincere thanks to our management, especially our Honorable MD, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma sir, our Honorable Director, Mrs. Prichika Sharma ma'am, and our Additional Director, Shubhangini Sharma ma'am, our MD sir and Director ma'am, either Naye, they are not present here. We are so grateful for all of them for this informative and motivating seminar, for giving us this. Thank you so much. In conclusion, we stand united in our mission to improve the quality of life for those in need of palliative care, and this seminar has been a significant step in the direction. Let's carry the knowledge, insight and inspiration gained from this event and continue working together to make a positive difference in the lives of patients and their families. Thank you all once again for your unwavering support, contributions and participation. May we continue to strive for excellence in the field of palliative care, making a lasting impact on the lives we touch. Thank you all, everyone. Thank you so much. Now, okay, now we'll have a group photo also with some of the students can come forward, and we'll have a group picture with the delegates.
I want to thank and congratulate the dance team. It was wonderful, amazing, beyond words. Thank you so much for watching.
थोड़े आगे बैठ जाना.